Welcome back to another episode of E-Podcast where we're turning wounds into wisdom. How's your week? Hope meshinda fiti. Man, let me say thank you to the love that you're showing E-Podcast. You guys, nyamji jokes. Thank you very much and God bless you, man. If this is your first time coming up across my beauty, like everybody seated here on this camera today, please subscribe. If at all you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much, Ninini. Malizia bas.
Umesema uitane what?
Malizia into turning wounds into wisdom. Yeah. And if at all this is the first time you're coming across us, subscribe.
Yeah. Sips water.
Sips juice. Akilo juice yangu imeshaisha. With me, guys, I have two good friends of mine. We met online and we met online with Kiki. Exactly. Yeah. You see, every time I tell you people, if I told you like to be part of my podcast, unaniambia, alafu you tell a friend to tell a friend. That is what happened. New connection. So through Vincent, welcome very much.
Thank you.
I met Kiki.
So it is not online. You met Kiki through me.
So you tell a friend to tell a friend. So I told you.
But we met online.
Yeah.
Now you're meeting physically.
Now we have met physically. If at all you like to be part of this squad, imagine tu ni DM hapa kwa vero.wamboi ama e-podcast ama ni DM tu comment tu hapa down below, unaweza penda ku hapa. Me, I'll just give you the voice and the platform. You make the choice of the topic that you'll want us to talk about. Yeah. So you see, like last time I had like girls talking about life past 25. Nikakaa hivi nikajambia, nyo tu mnetishwa tu wenye wamemove out. Unajua kuna mtu alisema ati ni wale watu wamemove out. Nikasema home stamai, your wish is my command.
Moving out from home.
Yeah, from home. Okay. Nikasema you guys, your wish is my command. Nilitafuta lakini si sana, but nimewaletea watu wamemove out. These are graduates from the University of Nairobi. They have done big courses, bro. Mimi unajua hata sijasikia mtu amefanya hizo courses zenye mmefanya. Let me just give them the platform to introduce themselves. Yeah.
Okay. Where do we start? Hi guys. My name is Catherine Wagaki. I'm a Kiki. I'm a friend to Vincent and a friend to Vero.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to be here and I'm delighted to have this conversation. Looking forward to an amazing time.
Hi guys, I'm Vincent Mokua, friend to Vero. Aliniambia I am part of the few male friends she has.
Haki.
By the way, una nini?
Sinanga marafiki maboi.
Alafu sasa unataka upate aje mtu? I mean, you start from friendship as you proceed, right?
Sasa friends natoa wapi?
Si kwani wengine wanatoa
online.
Yeah, online. Yes.
I cannot have male friends. Boy.
I am part of the few male friends.
Yeah.
It's been tumepatana miaka ngapi?
By the way, you're the second guy to be here. Tumepatana 1 2 tumepatana years mingi.
Mimi miaka mingi.
Yeah, miaka mingi.
Kutoka youth ya VPH1.
We do not mention names hapa.
Nimesema youth ya VP.
Ndio nasema we do not mention. Yeah, tulipatana tu mahali and here we are. Yeah. Tulipatana mahali and here we are. Life iko aje, Kiki?
Life is good.
Graduate. Kwanza umefanya course gani?
Okay. I've done 2 courses actually. I am a geospatial engineer and I am a project manager. Geospatial engineering is my main course. Project management is like a service course for me.
Mimi
Metajesikia kitu kasabi. Ni marekede mwere.
Okay, it's like you've had guys who've done economics.
Yeah.
And then most of them do CPA on the side.
Yeah.
So CPA is a service course.
Okay. So they service there?
The main.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys today you just look for a notebook and a pen because
Oh, okay. Industrial chemist.
Service course.
No, hizo ni mingi.
Sasa mimi niko na
Mimi hadi
service
nime
course.
lose count.
Yeah, umefanya mingi by the way.
Umefanya mimi mpaka nime lose
Wale.
count.
Umefanya CPA?
Kuna employer hapa, anaweza fanya
You
employer
never
hapa,
know.
sindio?
You never know.
Okay, sijafanya CPA. Na nimekuwa nikitaka kufanya for the longest time, but number one, I'm actually pursuing health science. That's actually another degree. I'm also doing software engineering from LA.
LA. No, hizo taja.
From ALX, I'm pursuing software engineering to ALX. Yes, and then there's another one that is on course, but you understand.
Sasa hiyo ni certification gani? Degree?
Yeah, nini is more of a hiyo ni akisikushwa ni tuseme tu diploma. It's a condensed diploma.
You pay for those courses ama ni free courses?
Tunalipia.
When you guys have jobs?
Ni God. Let me tell you.
Ni God manzi.
Okay. So kidogo labda nitakuwa kianza website maybe in the next few months. Ndio nitakutengenezea website.
How far are you?
Kiwa na I'm just starting.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
In health science, how far are you?
I'm actually like in maybe 1.5 years I'll be done. So nitakuwa na degree in the next 1.5 years ya health science.
Na nikuulize, ni nini nafanya mfanye hizi other side courses? Is it the rate of unemployment or you just desire for knowledge?
Honestly, I decided to do my project management after my internship. So place nilienda internship and I realized that the engineers who are the project managers had gone back to school to study project management, because there are project management skills that you need to manage any project, be it a health project, be it an engineering project, be it a banking project, whatever it is, there are some skills that you need. So I was like, I'm doing engineering, I can't go back to school to do CPA or tech. Like, I need something that will rhyme with my course. That's how I landed on project management. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, my case is totally different. No, I think now tulikuwa tunaongelea what they don't tell you after uni, no? Okay, yeah, maybe that goes hand in hand. Now, I think when you are doing these courses, by these courses inafaa kuja na trailer. So that you know what you're going to do.
Unaenda unapata hapo na campus nyingine.
Unaenda university kufanya course ya kushtua kijiji. Umeshtuka. Yeah, anyway, that's it. So there are things probably that I love doing and things that I find passion in. Now, apparently for me, industrial chemistry is not one of those things I find passion in. I do not say I hate the course. It's actually a good course. Na kitaka nikubereke carbon chains into constituent elements, you know, I can do that, but it's not something that I actually wanted to nile ulijipata hapo. So and again we have a long life ahead, man. Probably 70 years ahead. So I was like I need to do something that I actually love. So what do you do? Si unarudi shule. So that is my motivation behind actually going back to school. It's desire for knowledge. But again, you can get knowledge out here, but your desire for knowledge coupled with the fact that you actually need hands-on skills. And your certificate, that certificate is very important. By the way, let them not tell you at the education is bad or anything. That certificate is very important because there are doors that won't be opened without that certificate. Niyo tu certificate, unaweza kuwa na skills and everything, but kama una hiyo cert, you need to show that you actually have.
Kuna kitu Vinny umesema, unaweza enda campus kufanya course ushtue kijiji, upate ni wewe umejishtua. Is that the same in your big courses? Is it something like unajua in the Kenya, guys, if you're watching this from abroad, here in Kenya, the government appoints you to a certain university and then they even like tell you the course you're supposed to do. You do not choose it you rarely choose it for yourself. Yes, there is an option you can change, but rarely. Sendo.
You have a selection. You have like 9. just before university you have a choice of like 3 universities, and in each university 3 different courses. So one of those is picked for you. Ama sometimes none of those.
Exactly. Actually unaweza pata none of those.
None of those.
Because unaweza chagua zote. Actually was one of those victims.
Ulichagua zote.
Okay, me I wanted, okay, me if I've actually anyway transition, let me tell you, me I've transitioned through courses. I think I wanted to be
lakini sasa tunafanya health science.
I wanted to do medicine. That is okay. Unajua ukiwa class 6 7 ndio that was when the story of Ben Carson was actually I read that that was the thing, you know. I was like, yeah, actually, you know,
if he made it
I can make it. You go to high school, biology unaanza kupata jembe. I mean,
Uelewi bonds.
I will genetics. So I mean, transition. Well, that doesn't mean that we performed poorly anyway, because we went to the university.
The university.
But like I was specific as to what I wanted. Me in my transition, because at that particular point, I just loved law. Me hata by the college at Otongo High School, like English was like the thing, like that was my best subject. Nilikuwa napitanga, like I used to be in the top percentile, you know, and then boom comes KCSE, we English yetu tulianguka. So actually I was way ahead. Unajua kuna cluster points. I was way ahead in cluster points, but I didn't meet the minimum grade in English.
Really?
Of which I think sasa wametoa hiyo kitu, but that is what actually disadvantaged me. Ningekuwa low school, hata ningekuwa najua Kiki labda.
Tungekuwa tunajuana.
When we got tunajuana. But yeah, I wanted to go to law school. I was actually stubborn to go to law school, but then wakanikataa. Then my next option was computer science. I was actually to pursue it at Moi University. Nimefanya kila kitu. Moi University wakanikataa.
Mbona?
That 27 ilikuwa
ulianza kukataliliwa lini?
Don't make it personal, please. I think okay. I think you ni time unajua okay. It's nothing personal, but getting a chance in a school in Rift Valley without connections is impossible. Me hata ni secretary aliniambia hatuna chance. No, like you didn't even go to explain your case to the dean ama the nini. So but I actually saw people who came and they were ushered in kwenda to say their case, because they like you know people, and then so nikajipata niko UN, so that UN, like it was my last option. BSc,
Bachelor of Science.
Actually niliitwa kufanya BSc juu okay, it was my brother who told me go and do BSc. Kuna BSc Chiromo, like BSc iko inaitwa tu Bachelor of Science, and then ukifika second year you actually ilikuwa third year ndio unachagua specialization. But nikifika ndani nikafanyanga kitu inaitwa interfaculty transfer. Kajipata industrial chemistry.
Industrial chemistry. Wow.
So that is where I am.
Kiki?
My case was different. Mi niliitwa Masai Mara. My first choice. But my dad didn't want me to go to Masai Mara, of which it's okay. And that's I ended up transferring and coming to University of Nairobi. About the course, the reason why I was not even bothered with, I did not do the revision. There's the revision we do, selection of courses. It's because the course I wanted, growing up I wanted to pursue aviation. And with aviation, you don't go to university to study aviation. If you want to be a pilot, you go to
I wish they actually told us that.
I knew you go to flying school.
Me I'm a man of many careers.
But now what I didn't know is that flying schools in Kenya are very expensive.
Very expensive.
Very
And then there's no
expensive.
option of the government.
Yes,
But
it's all
I
private.
think, okay, maybe ni sahi nini wametoa hiyo program.
Nini yo? Nairobi Aviation.
KAA, Kenya Airports Authority, but they had a program. Immediately you finish campus, there was a certain program yenye unaenda, as long as I think you had a B+ and above, you go and they see if you fit into their space. I mean,
And it's not air traffic control.
See air traffic. It's actually nini aviation. Like walikuanga na hiyo program. I remember seeing it last year. Hii mwaka ndo sijaona, but when umemaliza KCSE, I think last year, you can be on the lookout for a search. I think it's still there, but you can give it a try. By the way, itaji kwenda nini kupata hata ukiwa na seaplane, as long as you can fly a plane apparently, you actually now you can fund yourself.
But you need to be good in maths.
Maths. Really?
Yeah.
And geography.
And geography.
Na physics, some physics does not
Not
apply.
really. Sana it's maths and geography.
Okay.
And of course a language. One of the languages. So in my case, once I knew that we cannot afford this, I was just open to doing something. And I gave my dad the leeway to help me choose. That's how we ended up in geospatial engineering. But again, I did my course. It is a 5-year course. So there are 2 specific units I did in 5th year. One was in 5.1, the other one was in 5.2. And that was after my internship, the internship I told you about, that made me realize that I may need something extra other than this geospatial thing.
Wait, 5th year? When you studied for how long?
5 years. So
Wow.
in my 5th year, I started a different course, project management, and I actually enjoyed the course. I can say I enjoyed every bit of that course. It's interesting, managing project management. It's actually in UN, it's project planning and management. I enjoyed every bit of it.
You studied for how
2
long?
years.
2 years.
It's supposed to be 1 year, but you know UN, you start. It's supposed to be one continuous year.
Yeah, like from January to December
Yes,
without
it's actually
break.
September to September.
Okay.
But I ended up doing September 2020 to September 2022.
The lecturer is tired.
Yeah.
Are you retired?
A lot of things. We joined in
Anyway.
September and then intake ya Jan vile walikuja tukakuwa combined na wao tukaanza fresh. So it was like a lost
And your
semester.
pay?
Okay, we didn't pay again.
Oh.
But I ended up taking 2 years to complete it. It's been worth it.
You got an internship in the space.
Yeah,
Oriented company.
So after I graduated first with engineering, I got a job, an engineering job, and then immediately I graduated with project management. I also got a project management job.
Okay.
So yeah, I think it's been easy to get project management jobs than engineering.
Have you ever tried applying for such jobs abroad?
No.
Napomuuliza ako na visa.
Passport. You have a passport.
I do, but
If you have a passport, there is hope for you. There is a future.
I'd prefer studying first abroad than transitioning into work than just going direct into work. I think ni easy ukitransition kutoka university huko then like
Kwanza unajua masters za search engineering spaces inakuanga like 100% fully sponsored plus stipend.
Yes, sometimes it's 70, sometimes 90.
Things they should tell you if you want to go abroad ama start to work abroad na uko na degree.
Guys, if at all you want to go abroad or you have been abroad ama ushai work abroad, talk to us, reach out.
Yeah. Where you apparently now when it comes to ranking educations huku kwetu like they rank it very low.
But mi ukiniuliza education ya Kenya si mbaya.
Also you think okay, me I am not totally anyone to judge or I'm not against it. It's actually good, but you know it's all about perception. Like how do they view it huko? Like juko labda you might go with the papers, but there is a certain certification
that you need.
Lazima like I think hiyo inakwanga in Kenya inakwanga within the lawyer space na
medicine.
CPA hata CPA unajua kwanga na continuous assessment like kila mwaka lazima upitie exam fulani you renew license you know so that you're kept I think na med pia
Yeah,
also have
medicine, yeah.
like kuna kwanga na hiyo, so huko inakwanga like there is a certain, in as much as yes you have a degree first class or anything, but there is a certain criteria that you need to meet before we actually absorb you into our space. Kwangi tu ati mimi niko na first class,
but see
tuseme again also
tuseme mtu mwenye amefanya caregiving, see people go abroad for caregiving courses.
That's a practical hands-on experience. Unajua Kenya apparently most of our courses inakupanga theory.
Yeah,
unfortunately. Plus it also depends with the university.
Your caregiving, there is also certification na watu wanahitaji ukienda huko.
You cannot uwezi tu enda tu fua.
Don't ask me how I know, because kuna mtu nishai msaidia in getting a certain certification about caregiving, mambo za online tu.
Unajua wewe Vinny ule marafiki wa unataka nini? I know somebody, I know someone.
Apparently yes. Bora tu sio nini, bora si nini unataka, mimi naweza kutafutia.
Bora
as long as it's nothing illegal.
Hiyo ingine unaweza tafuta.
Unaweza tafuta.
Alafu right now with your do I call them the big degrees?
No, don't
just call them degrees. They're not actually big.
Really? Engineering is not a biggie. With all the maths and the years that you have stayed in school.
It's more
ama ni vipia sisi perceive.
It's just I think because it's because growing up you are told to do those things, law, engineering, medicine. So an assumption is made that these are big courses.
Yeah, actually I think they should tell you before joining campus. Wewe tuendea tu hiyo degree kubwa, tutakuramo kupata kazi.
Really?
Cause
plus kama una tena connection.
Again,
plus if you do not work hard.
Okay, it's something to work hard.
Imagine if like unajua unaenda exactly, you should just work hard. Unajua heri tu usome tu upate first class alafu useme there are no jobs rather than ukae shule utaki kusoma, you want that certification, you still want a job, so unataka tukusaidia aje.
So
if you are working hard, work hard for a first class. Juu inakuwa fungulianga
na second class hapa.
Okay, na second hapa.
In my opinion, work hard but also create connections. You can have a first class and I have a second upper, but because I created connections, it's going to be easier
for me.
How
do you create those connections while in campus? Makiu, sisi wote tumetoka shule za ushago. Me just came to Nairobi, sijui mtu.
It's more of how robust you are. Like apparently in campus there are so many events, a million events, there are so many exposures. But if for people who stay in Nairobi, you guys namna konga na social media. I mean, there are so many events. Number one, there are so many expos. I think I've seen expos. True. And for those who actually are in Nairobi and will want to go abroad, kuna konga pia na education fairs and expos.
Na zinakwanga free.
Zinakwanga has a lot of kuna event naona kambia growing up niliregister kwenda event ya agricultural expo ya Sarit Center apparently like there are so many avenues you can actually go to and get this knowledge, because wewe utakuwa na inama kutafuta degree
plus unajua tu wako tu like unajua sai unlike kitambo kulikuwa na hizo flyers watu wanapeana, watu wengine walikuwa na advertise hizi vitu kwa billboard, sai ni social media, and apparently most of us are using social media for the wrong reasons.
About networking, also be friends with some of your lecturers. Be friends with the people who come to train you on certain softwares in school that are brought by departments, by your lecturers and all those people. Kama ni a certain organization wametumwa shule, get the contacts of watu wamekuja. Talk to them after that. Talk to your lecturers. Sometimes you say you beg for jobs.
Yeah,
in Nairobi, you beg for jobs.
Yeah.
Once you're done, it's long holiday, call someone, tell them, can I come in your company, in your organization? Can I work for 3 months? Whether it's paid or unpaid.
Especially stress on the unpaid and get the experience.
And this is when you're a student. When you're a student.
Yeah.
Most of the time, your parent atakushikilia during that time. So that you don't come out of school and just sasa unaanza kubeg for
internships.
Yeah.
Maybe that is it.
Because personally, by the time I was done with school, I had experience already. Engineering. I had worked. It's all about knowing people.
And it's up to you to put yourself out there.
I think I think pia interact na siwezi waita the upper class, the middle class. By the let somebody not lie to you. Hatuko middle class, we are poor.
Yeah, we are.
Wewe mwenye mnakaa tu bedroom, you are poor.
Sasa bedroom umeenda mbali na mtu akiwachia mtu kwa bed sitter. Sasa tunawachia kwa bed sitter, tutawaita
hiyo mtu pia ukimuuliza hawezi kuambia mimi am rich because yeye okay.
But wealth is silent.
Is not okay. Tunaweza muita wealth, but tunaweza tumite too rich. Unajua wealth means that you can afford any lifestyle you want. So
kuna imagine anaishi kwa bed sitter lakini si ataweza fika hiyo bei.
Anyway, so I was talking with a particular employer of mine at some point, and he was like, I'm going to give you this work. You need the experience. Ile yenye unamaliza campus and then unatafuta job for like 2-3 years.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to give you need that in your CV. Like you need to account for each and every time you spent after ulimaliza shule.
Yeah.
So alinipea hiyo kazi because you actually need that experience. Which is actually good. It's hard to actually get but experience huku nje. And again, volunteer. Like I don't know, people take volunteering as if wanakufanyia favor, but it's actually
you're doing yourself the favor.
You're doing yourself the favor. Apparently volunteering is something you can include in either your resume or your CV. And it's actually legit. Like unaweza, you can account that for this particular time I was actually a volunteer. It's actually in Kenya where people don't find joy in volunteering. Huko Majuba na people actually they enjoy volunteering, and it's something big that they actually give.
But I do understand the Kenyans when they're not a fan of volunteering. So you're done with school and then you volunteer wherever, Red Cross, UN. You have got bills. You're no longer staying in the hostel.
Yeah.
No, that is what I was saying. If you volunteer ukiwa campus, ukimaliza huko nje kitakuramba. It's going to be, and I think also that is probably the problem. Watu wengi wana volunteer wakimaliza shule, and that organization probably has like 10 volunteers na they only have like 2-3 spaces. So watafanya aje?
From experience, when I was doing my diploma, nilikuwa attachment mahali, and I remember I did such a good thing. Unajua somehow mimi nasemanga ukinipatia hiyo opportunity mimi nakimbia nayo. I did a good thing such that by the time I was joining my degree, I was their intern and they were paying me. Yeah. Nice. So at some do not take like the opportunities that you are given for granted. Yeah. Actually, kama umeitwa mali ku volunteer, imagine give your best despite the harassment and the frustrations that you have that people are taking advantage of you. Learn. Yeah.
Alafu also I think ukipata chance ya kuambia mtu unafanya nini, tebu muambie.
Mwambie vizuri sana.
Tell everyone whatever you are doing.
When you're jobless, anytime that I am in a space where I have no jobs, I'm always like, natafanya kazi ya kutafuta kazi. And I tell everyone.
Before you even introduce yourself,
yes,
I'm jobless.
Yes, I'm jobless. Yeah. I'm looking for a job.
I remember my first job yenye nilipata ya kwanza was because of something I told someone earlier, probably 2019. Na nilikuja kupata hiyo job 2021. Because apparently watu wa upper class, so actually tulikuwa tumeenda kumhamisha. So and then as we were talking, you know, he was moving from one posh place to another posh place. You know, our matajiri. So kumhamisha nikaingia. Apparently somehow grace has ways of finding you if you remain faithful unto the Lord. Amen.
Hallelujah.
So like apparently nilijipata tu nimepanda kwa gari yake as we were moving out. And then so we started talking, what do you do? And then apparently the wife had done chemical engineering from UN. So yeye tuliconnect. And then with the husband, and I told me I'm in UN, I'm pursuing industrial chemistry. Then 2 years later, the guy calls me, hey guys, mamaliza. So let's talk over coffee. Hey, by the way, I've met people who give you jobs over coffee. And it's also another class I want to be there.
Yeah,
over coffee, anakwambia you talk a few things. People who know all the coffee joints in the posh places.
Plus again, this is the
Nakwambia
importance.
links, nakwambia
This is the
links.
importance of networking, the way you adjust it. Because the more you putting yourself out there, the more you realize that this world is not that small. The world is not at its 22 kibandaski. There are people even kibandaski is not even in their vocabulary.
What Vincent has said about getting jobs over coffee. I've gotten a job in a parking lot. Like you just meet someone and you're talking to them and then
parking lot mimi nimepata job cyber cafe.
Guys, mnaendanga wapi kwa hata mimi niko naenda.
Na again pia put yourself out there more. Kiki endelea na story yako. Parking lot.
Sometimes see boardrooms, the big boardrooms or things like that. It's those little connections that you make and you're talking with someone in the lift. And you tell them, I need a job, and she like tells you, okay, what can you do? Can you do this? Meet me on Monday. Just that.
Tell me about yourself.
Tell me.
For lift.
Okay, about telling me about yourself, it's just an interview question. Most cases, if you're networking with someone, they'll ask you to tell them what you can do.
What you can do.
Really? So in
But
that case, what do you say?
What you've done before.
So what do you say?
But I think
Let me just ask, what can you do, Kiki?
Okay, now considering I have two different spaces, what do I call them, careers? It depends. Am I talking to you as a project manager or as an engineer?
As an engineer.
There's so much jargon. So much jargon. I'll bring in remote sensing, GIS, which cover is
no, what I'm trying to ask is, do you point out the key things that you do that you're good in?
Yes, I point out the specific things in geospatial engineering that I have done, that I have an interest in, that I hope to develop even more interest in. Specifically, not just generally, nilifanya internship no, just to tell them I have done route maps for this and this organization, and tell them specifically it was for these counties. Tell them I have done leveling if you're a surveyor. Tell them I've done topo maps, things like that. Tell them specific things that
I'm not asking for myself. I'm asking because of course there's somebody who might be watching. So how do I say it? Yeah, that's the point where I'm asking that. Yeah, exactly.
The thing with it is that most of these, they are not as tense as interviews. They're just conversations. Come connect na mtu, you talk. You just talk.
Without filters.
Without
black
filters,
and white.
Without, just as it is. There is no trying to prove. Just say it as it is.
Vile kuko.
Mimi nangoja niulize what can I do.
What can you do?
It's actually okay, this naona Kiki amefanya amefanya engineering na amefanya project management. I haven't done anything of that, but nimefanya job engineering na nimefanya job ya project management. It's more of how fast are you willing to learn on the job? Wazema mwenye shikuja kwangu mpaka niko na helmet. I have a helmet at my home juu niko mpaka na reflector. Mpaka okay, kwani unafanya kazi gani, which course did you study? It's how fast are you willing to learn on the job, and how well do you package yourself
and position yourself.
Again, we see this apparently people go through campus for the 4 years. Apart from your degree, you can't account for something else that you did in that, for those particular 4 years. Tumwambia volunteering ni muhimu. Please volunteer. Intern, hata kama ni unpaid internship, please do, because it's going to add to your CV. Aina haja for the 4 years, actually someone can see at your bio, which is your date of birth, I don't know, and then your education, I don't know, university this year, and then you're done. I mean, somebody's not interested in that, because as we progress in the corporate world, unapatanga actually education inaendelea kusonga kwenda na huko chini. So unapatanga CV yako should have more, because immediately after your name, your contact, work experience unafaa kukuja next. Guys, I am
you do CV
I do everything. I do revamp your CV. I told you I'm here to go to guy if you need anything, but
literally
that is it.
Anything.
Literally anything. Juu hata siku hizi ni venye nakwanga na CV kwa simu. No, niambie in case upatana na employer, let me WhatsApp you my CV so that you can actually take a look at it. Like I was working with a certain person mwenye tulipatana And then she was like, where are you located? She was an employer, so where are you located? I'm located in Nairobi. Then immediately after that, una attach CV. Here is my CV, just in case. How are you positioning yourself? Like unajiweka aje huku?
Even the language that you
hiyo kazi
are
haitakupata.
using.
You have to look for it. Like lazima you should be robust in looking for that particular word.
Don't be ashamed to beg for jobs in this Nairobi. I have sent my CV to people to
and the rejections that you are getting
on WhatsApp.
Na bado
on WhatsApp.
PhD na wewe una undergrad. I mean,
unajua there's something that you guys have mentioned about ku network. Before you start getting those NGOs ama before you start getting those gigs za kuenda kufanya free attachments na internships, start volunteering kwa class. Unaona kama kuna group presentation, imagine go present. That is how you learn how to package yourself. Ni ukweli wangu. Kwa sababu I'm a marketing student and our lecturer keeps saying you have to participate in this class because right now you might not see the value of you like raising up your hand, adding up on points, but the moment you step out of this university, that's when you will recall that kumbe those skills that I was saying other people should go, I need them the most. So also start by doing the small things.
Alafu membership ya nini pia kuna hizo organizations zinapanga tu campus. Sijui mimi siku hizi nimesikia sijui kuna K-Moon, sijui I think Red Cross is also one of them. I think there is just a number of na pia I think one thing I regret in campus not being part of also in high school is at least playing a sport. As much as I was not a sport person, I really regret juu pia hiyo huwa inasaidia. Tukiwa high school kuna watu walikuwa wanapata nini scholarships za track. Juu ya nini bana, juu ya play. And then sisi ndo nafika for them na realize guy I wish I knew I started playing.
Pia ukuanga kwa sport.
Sisi ni watu wale.
I used to play volleyball. I'm a very good volleyballer until sina spikes sahi but nikutoa nilitoa macho zikaharibika. So once I had my glasses on and then my vision was poor, I couldn't go back to the pitch.
But sport ilikusaidia? But sport is just good
for
your well-being.
I wish I was a member of sports ama drama ama just
kwa tu mahali in short. Jumi I remember mimi games. Imagine mpaka campus bado niko kwa team za shule. Na sijapata scholarship but niko fit
kwa CV.
Really?
Lakini hata something that you should include in your CV. Inapatianga there's something wewe inakupea like a certain outlook inapeanga your employer.
But generally I feel like I was never just in class. Like Kitambo, primary school, high school, campus, I was just never in class. I had something else going on. In class and the field, in class and music festivals, drama festivals, in class and in choir, in class and something else. Like I was not hostel class. I had so much more going on.
Kidogo, kuna kitu you keep on mentioning here, networking, connections. Right now, easy job. Do you guys have jobs first of all? Umesema unatafuta kazi yako ni kutafuta kazi. Na pia you can explain.
I plead the fifth.
So, hizo connections, and I'm not asking this in a bad way. Hizo connections size inawasaidia ama?
Yes, I'd say yes, personally. And not even about whether I'm working right now or not, but so many opportunities that I've gotten have been courtesy of connections. There have been some that you've had to apply or that.
But the fact that you know someone.
Most right from when I was in campus doing my art. I started working after high school actually. My sister's friend gave me a job.
After high school. How is your financial life? Because you started earning from a young age.
Yeah, that's a whole different topic. But what I can say is when I was joining campus, I had saved enough such that my dad only paid my fee. I was able to get
Kiki, you're coming back here for another episode.
Yeah.
Nikiki hata mmenifanya what are you talking about?
Hizo connections zinakusaidia. Kiki, you are so
a lot. Mimi honestly they've helped me in each and every way. Mimi hata siwezi sema connections zimenisaidia. Jobs hata nimepata apart from zenye nimetafutwa zote. Actually yes, it's nothing that I should later say I am bragging about or anything. Like ya kwanza si me, I was just chilling doing my other stuff, you know. Nikapigiwa simu like I should see you when are you available, so let's end nini. and then from there actually nilienda nikapatana na yeye kesho yake. I was in for work, like we were doing a certain project and that was it, like mimi nilipata kazi hivyo. After that I think hizo connections, because after that he connected me to his friend who I have actually been working for the longest time, one of the best employers I've ever had to work for, and he's just the best, you know. And then after that you know, in campus unajua tu mimi nilikuwa napenda nini in campus. Yeah, I think after that pia niliitwa, and then that organization again called me, like let's come, we talk about your nini and everything. Nikakuja nikafanya until I decided to transition to other things. But again I don't think ile yenye, you know, I think once you are given work again, guys, do it so honorably that those people you can actually maintain friendship outside work, because that is what I did. Like the guy I was working for can actually call me to go and do other work for him. Mimi si employer wake, but he can actually call me to go and do work for him. That is how good I was at my work. Hii ingine niliamua tu, I need to transition. I need a newer challenge in life. That is basically what I said. But it's connections, this idea. Mtu asikudanganye. And it's probably you need them as much as you need that particular paper.
Okay. Na hizi connections zenye mnapata, have you ever fumbled in those connections? Like have you ever missed an opportunity, or have you ever made a mistake? Like I wish I could not have done that. And if yes, how did you go about it?
Okay. Personally, I have not missed on an opportunity, but there is a connection I got that didn't end well. So I got help to do a certain job, eventually got employed there, but the management was poor. The way things were being done was not professional, I'd say. Yeah.
So ukasari?
Yes.
Vinny?
I actually share the same sentiment.
They
should act. They should. I think no, honestly, kuna two organizations zenye kuna feelingi something needs to be done in terms of how.
Plus yourself worth.
Like it's a good organization, good values, but the management itself is actually makes you and me. I always say now, you guys can do it or cannot, but it's a personal philosophy. When I start feeling like I first of all I'm being taken for granted here in the organization, and again number two, my mental health is not being taken care of. Respectfully, that money can stay.
Okay.
Yes.
Now you guys, after going to campus for 5 years and 4 years plus, last week I had girls and they were talking about life past 25, and then they're saying it gets to a point at 25 I wish I had something tangible to like show to people that yes, I'm 25 and I've already achieved this. But do you guys have the same do you share the same sentiments as them? What is it that you people have achieved mpaka kwa like at least niko na hii naweza oneshana, like nimesurpass 25 mark but niko na hii naweza oneshana?
Honestly, I show my 2 papers from UN, like ndio hii degree and something else. I have stayed in school for so long, and so I feel like what I have achieved in school is what I can show for my 25 plus. Paying off
your time, money. Is it meeting expectations?
To some extent, yes, but I feel like I cannot answer that question now. It's just 2 years past my graduation.
Okay.
So for the 2 years, I've had gigs, I've had jobs that I feel have given me a good feeling about what I studied, about working hard, and all that. And I can only continue answering that question with time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful. You second.
Unauliza kijana mdogo hata dunia miaka over 25. Miaka kidogo, why are you pressuring me about what tangible I have to show you?
Kwani hujafikisha 25?
Over, nimesema over 25.
Mbona umefikisha?
Nimesema over
25. So 25 plus 1.
Kwa third floor.
But hakuna pressure nyingi sana for past 25. in terms of what you can show for your life. And I feel like hizo pressure huanza sana with 30, and then there are other things, marriage, kids, nini, not really what are you doing with your careers.
I'm coming back to you.
Okay.
Vinny?
Okay, no, first of all, somebody was saying that you guys have made this generation look like only came to find money and die. By something tangible.
By you guys, who do you mean you guys?
Like the society imefanya ituonekane kama tulikuja kutafuta pesa alafu tukufe. And now there's more to life than money, but before you say that statement, make sure
you have the money.
You have the money.
Yeah.
Now mimi sema now first of all, Kiki amesema she can actually show you your papers. How about the progress I am making each and every day? You know,
the small
getting the freedom, your freedom, like
yeah.
getting to actually get your own space, getting to actually pay your own bills, sort a few things, getting to make decisions that you know. By the way, unajua uzuri ama ubaya kukaa peke yako, it's like nobody has to monitor what you do. If I decide today I am going clubbing, nobody is going to actually tell me that is wrong. I am over 25, like I am a big person whose know. Parent, like mzazi hata joingi mimi, like how do I spend my day, you know, but that I can actually make the right decisions that I know are going to positively impact me in the long run is an achievement. Doesn't have to be tangible. Sai tangible labda ukuje tu nikuonyeshe vitu kidogo niko nazo kwa bedsita yangu. That's also an achievement.
That is a big achievement.
That is all my network. I can actually sleep and solve my network.
Which is good because you've gotten them out of your hard work.
I mean, there's some
blood and sweat.
There's something sweet about having your own money and sweating for your own money. You actually tend to spend it sparingly. Like hii pesa yangu nimetafuta, so I won't go clubbing because I have friends who actually like they actually don't feel it ama wako wanaosha pesa and then you can't you say like nini. So tusiseme tu like I wish I have something tangible at over 25. Are you moving at a pace that you're glad with? Because apparently tusiende na pesi yenyewe, it's our friends that are actually pressuring us nini. Ukiona bana beshta yako anakupea pressure and you are not ready, for example all your friends are married and you are not ready for that marriage,
or you have not even found the person,
respectfully step aside. Wachana
and you clap for them.
Clap for them. Juu wewe haujafika na hautaki pressure. Ukae kando ama kuna roho ngumu.
Ni kweli. Kiki nikuulize, vile sahi you have like 2 degrees already. I mean a degree and a service. It's called a service paper.
Wewe ni diploma. Wewe usije.
Hata kama see it's a service. You said it's a service.
It's a service
course. Do you feel like the market is too competitive for me? Like, do you feel like you need to advance your education?
No. I feel the need to advance, not because the market is competitive, but I feel like if I just had one paper, I'd feel like I'm missing out on something. Right now, from the jobs I've done, from the papers, the education qualifications that I have, I feel like it's not about being competition. Sometimes it's just hakuna tu kazi.
Hakuna na huwezi fanya kitu.
Sometimes tu you're on Fuzu, you're on Brighter Monday, you're on My Job Mag. Hizo zote. Hakuna tu, like you decide to go with your professional way. Like I'm looking for a geospatial engineering job. You can go a week without a single post. And maybe a post comes up.
You're not even qualified.
It's a senior position, 10 years experience.
I know.
Unapply tu na confidence.
Kiki ametaja nini sites 3 peke yake. Ile tabia kumi.
Wale.
Umekuja kuzijua zote.
Ndio kuzijua zote. Like there's just a lots of nini.
Kiki, do you ever compare yourself with girls your age and you feel like I wish hata kama nimesoma, I wish hata pia mimi ningekuwa in that position and state of life?
The thing is, I'm almost at the same level with all the girls I've surrounded myself with. My friends, My sisters are way older than I am, so there's no way I can compare myself to them. But for my friends to go around the same level,
Muko too. You are living to see another day.
We are living to see another day. And when we make moves, when we move to a certain level of maybe nyumba inakaa hivi, most of us tuko hapo. The things we have in the house is almost the same level. The connections we have out here are almost the same. So there isn't so much. Actually, I can't say there's pressure for me.
Alafu, what would you say? Like, okay, I'm sorry, but I'll have to keep referring to the friends who are here because the same age bracket now hawaja move out. Do you ever wish hata pia mimi singe move out, or what's your take on moving out and not moving out at 25? Is it okay? Should they like?
Okay, no, when you talk about moving out, some of us are from outside Nairobi.
No, tuseme tu. Let's say your parents are within. Yeah. Okay.
In my experience, I was in the hostels until I finished school.
And for 5 years?
School, yes, for 5 years. Okay. The 5th year was at home because of COVID. But throughout the period I was in school, I was in the hostel. So after you're done with school, you have to go somewhere. It's either you go live with your relatives, which is different from living with your parents.
Yeah,
but if your parents are not around, you just need that space. You either go home, unaenda ushago, unaenda Kisi. Unarudi ushago. So kuna option ya niende tea room to NK Nyeri. Ama I get somewhere and look for money. Luckily, if you have supportive family,
that's parents, what. Just stay home.
Just stay home. Yeah.
As for my case, now for my case, mimi sikuja Nairobi kusoma.
Ulikuja Nairobi kutafuta?
Okay, I think for the longest time we were brought up. Sisi ni wazazi wenye walikuja Nairobi kutafuta nini? Kutafuta hustle. So I think since probably I was in either class 4, I have been staying in Nairobi. Because mimi, by then when I was in class 6, I already knew I wanted to go to UON. There's no any other university.
So you were a top student?
I was the top student. As of now, let us not talk about that. Like I knew I wanted to go to the University of Nairobi. That is all I knew. Like mimi jua whatever come, whatever nini, mimi naenda UON. Because no. Hey, pressure ya kukua na siblings wakubwa wenye wame make it. Na siblings, well, I mean, okay, it's not a lot of pressure, but it's because I knew
it's an inspiration.
There are things that I need to go past. Like, you know, already kuna mtu amekurazia bar, so you actually need to go past them. So that is what our family does it. Na wanaifanya vizuri. Hiyo family inaweza kupea pressure, which is something good. So
wameamka
me I knew like I wanted to. So cause mimi najua my big brother alikuwa UON. Alikuwa move out by I think 3rd year. My other brother mwenye alikuwa KU, I think almost same year, 4th year. So I mean there are things that so mzazi I expect that utakuwa unakaa utakuwa unakaa kwake for that long. Because I used to stay at my sisters. So I already knew hakuna venye nitamaliza campus nikiwa kwetu. So already unataka kutafuta exit strategy before you get out of campus, and that is what I did. Mimi before hata nimaliza campus
ulikuwa unajua vile
nisha move out of home. And do I regret? No, I do not. Cause moving out that early, uta struggle nayo. Baadaye mtu asikudanganya, you will struggle, but there's a certain exposure that you get. Ukianza kulipa bills, it's a whole
different story.
So now you actually start teaching yourself financial literacy. Na kuna mtu alikupeleka. By the way, that thing should be included in our curriculum.
In fact, that is my next question. What is your relationship with money like?
Unafaa kuinclude kitu kwa curriculum, financial literacy. Most of us learn on the job, and whereas some of us are wise enough to spend that money sparingly, kuna watu hawajui and they end up making very poor financial decisions. So I think that should be included kwa nini yetu. So me, I am lucky if you get a chance to move out of place before malize campus, please take that chance. But kama if you can't, then gracefully wait to finish campus, ama some people parents unaweza move out and then you start
But this is not a call to pressure. Ati sijui sasa jumesikia hapa watu wame-move out, pia wewe unaenda ku-move out, hapana. Kama kwenye hakuna hiyo pressure, weka tu home. But because exactly well. Plus bado unaweza jifunza financial literacy ukiwa kwenyu. And the fact that you do not have bills to pay, maybe you do not even have a child, that's a very good opportunity for you to stock up and invest somewhere. Instead of just rushing to move out kwa sababu unaona marafiki wako wame-move out. Juu hata unaweza move out thinking that you're doing yourself justice, like ikurambe kabisa, sindo?
Unafaa ulete topic ingine ya investments, ya watu wasiende kuinvest kwa pyramid schemes.
Inaitwa vieta ni kuna ingine nilikuwa nimeona.
Vieta ni something that flies away. Achana na hiyo, kuna hizi ma pyramid schemes.
Lazima
Nairobi, you probably should have that particular podcast. Na we
new experience life.
Anyway, yeah, that's it. So that you don't so that you know the right investments. Probably unaweza tafuta an investment expert, ama ongea na mimi nikutafutie. Look for me. Yeah, we'll do it.
Sawa. Alafu kuna hii question yenye Kiki alikuwa anataka sana to avoid, but apparently nilikuwa nimeweka kwa script. What is your relationship with money like? I was watching an episode, Just Ivy Africa. Unajua Just Ivy, she's a thinkfluencer. She was saying her relationship with money is sexy. Like anaona tu pesa yako like, bro, I want you. Like anaona tu pesa yako like, yeah, tosha. But now you cannot compare yourselves with Just Ivy. But I'm just giving an example. No, let's start with Vinny.
What is my relationship with money? Like, how do I spend my money? How do I
how do you even deal with money? What comes to your mind when you hear the word money? At your age?
I've made many poor financial decisions. Now that is one. No, I couldn't say that I've been spotless with me managing money. Kuna pesa nime invest the wrong way, but the fact that I invested that money with a good heart, na inafanyanga ni sawa, it wasn't a loss, you were just young and stupid, okay? But I think again, to tell you, as I was saying, kigrow up na familia yenye already watu wako na lanes, they're actually things that you shouldn't do. See pressure, but it's actually people raising the bar for you. For example, okay, just like Kiki, mimi nilianza kufanya kazi immediately after high school. And for the 4 years I was in campus, and up to now, I've never had to ask my parents to pay my school fees. Mzazi wangu hajawahi jua mimi huwa nakula aje or anything. Like every financial decision that I've made tangu high school, like immediately I signed out of high school and came out here, it has been me looking out for me. Ile yenye unasema tunaweza pigia mzazi ati ama mimi sasa ni mimi najipigia. Like I did not have that option. That one I know, like immediately nimaliza high school. I knew that is not a decision that I have. And from that particular point unaanza ku make subconsciously ama consciously, you start making better financial decisions. Unajua, if I have this money, this is the money I worked for this particular time, worked for 8 months, and then this is the money that's supposed to last me for a whole academic year. So lazima hiyo pesa uipangie. You get? So that is how I've been able. So my relationship with money, I can say it's been good. Mimi siwezi sema. Me, I can say it's nice. I always make sure to account for my money and to I always plan
budget
and plan for the future. Like unajuanga, like there was a time I used to make sure nimejinsure. What if something happened for the next 3 or 6 months? Like nimejinsure for that long, in case anything happens. And this is again unafaa kuja na hiyo topic ya financial nini, ndio ujue that you actually need to insure yourself, because things happen. Me like najiulizanga, what if niache kufanya kazi leo, how am I going to survive for the next maybe 6 months?
And remember, huna mzazi wa kupigia.
Na mimi sina option ya mzazi.
Kwanza hata mzazi ndio wewe ndio sasa option yake.
Ndio option yangu actually. So what do you do? You know, now when you start having such conversations, then your relationship with money starts changing. Like unajipata, now you actually start to make better decisions. As much as I've made poor financial decisions in terms of investments,
you've also made good.
I've managed my money so well. I am always proud of myself and glad.
So you're friends with your money?
Yeah, I'm friends. Napenda pesa.
Of course.
Kiki?
I actually thought of friendship as a term to define. Letu mmesema.
Endelea tu.
Okay. My relationship with money is a friendship kind of thing. But I'm trying to remember when I started making money and when I started interacting with money. And I just remembered that as a child I had a bank account. My dad actually opened a bank account for me. Ile ya It was.
Your parents were woke. You have woke parents.
I think he was just a smart father. So he opened an account for me but never deposited anything for me. So niukipewa pesa high school, save at the end of the term, go deposit. And then after I was 18, we changed it to
your account now.
To my account, like to an adult account, so it stopped being under mzazi. It's yours, but it's an account under your name, but iko under mzazi. But now it was under me. And then shortly after that, I got employed. I worked after high school. Some good Samaritan, I'd say, a family friend gave me a job somewhere, front office, reception, that kind of thing. And when I started earning, one of my sisters sat me down and we had a talk about money, about investments, about savings, about money, as young as I was 18. And since then, my relationship with money has been good. Do I have money all the time? No. Do I use my money well when I have it? Yes. I'm actually thinking, as Mokwa was talking, I was thinking about what I've done with money. And I'm thinking about short projects that I've done, jobs that I've done, and I can show something for every job that I've done.
Really?
Like something physical.
Wow.
That I did with money.
Wale watu wako na tofauti mahali ama amenunua ng'ombe hapo nayo
imagine.
I can actually, for every gig that I've done, I can tell you, out of this 3 months job that I did, I got a couch, or I got this, or I got this.
Really? You know, there was a time I was reading this book, 30 Things Women Should Know Before They're 30, by Maya Angelou, and she was saying, you have to, every time you get money, buy yourself something. Your money cannot solve all your problems, but it can buy you one good thing.
That's among the things my sister told me. So she made me get a notebook, write down everything that I want to buy or achieve. Hata kama ni studying a course or whatever it is. And then she told me, anytime you get money that is not so urgent for something else, just check on your list on what it can afford. Get it.
Plus one thing I came to learn about money attracts money.
True.
In as much as uko tu hapo unasema ti hakuna maneno na kusave sahi. Imagine we save tu. Hata kama ujue why you are saving, you just have money. And avoid saying I'm broke, I'm poor every time.
This is the thing of mtu anakuanga job na ama anapata a certain business or something na anasema hata sijui nilitumia hiyo pesa kufanya nini. That is because you didn't have a strategy in the first place. That is because you didn't even know what you want to do with money in the first place. But when you have something at the back of your mind that this is what I want to achieve with money, I want to do my master's, I want to do a certificate in this, I want to upgrade my phone, I want to fly.
Buy yourself even earrings.
Exactly. I want to fly to Diani. All those things, once you have them somewhere at the back of your mind, ile time utapata 10k to equal to and you have something that you need equal to mahali, you'll find yourself that you will buy that air ticket to the
There's a story that I saw the other day. When you use your money to level up, that's not a waste.
I don't think
it's not even a waste.
I don't think it's a waste.
So if you're using your money, maybe you want to upgrade your wardrobe, that's not a waste.
Something that
You're
we should be
working on
careful
yourself.
about is kutumia pesa haphazardly. Like, you've not planned, you just use.
Yeah.
Like, you have some loose cash with you, maybe just 5 Gs. Now, tumetoka na mokwa tumekuja huku. Example. It's an example. So tumekuja na mokwa. And then after this, we had no plan at all. And then we just go have, I don't know, lunch with okay. You know, I had not planned for it. I'm not saying you plan for every coin. It's good. But don't just use money for the sake of just using money.
Have a plan.
Just have
budget
a plan.
for him. No, budgeting is telling your money where to go and what to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can have miscellaneous mahali
Of
yenye
course.
unaweza tumia in everything else. But ikuwe kwa budget. Hata miscellaneous ikuwe kwa budget.
Yeah, ikuwe kwa budget.
Yes.
Yeah.
So my relationship with money has been good. Luckily for me, if I were to be honest, wherever I'm not okay. Like, when I was in campus, engineering is a hard course. Ni ngumu. There are times I just could not make money. Like, you can't engage in small businesses or just something small because you're in class 8 to 5, Monday to Friday. Weekend, you're with assignments, lab group work discussions. And luckily for me, I've had sisters and parents who always, hata kama watatuma tu kitu kidogo, at least they understand that sometimes I choose to do the right thing at that time rather than be obsessed with this money idea. So if I need to be in class, please just buy me lunch today or for this week, because if I decide to go sell things that will sell in campus, I will suffer in this course.
So as we wind up, what would you want to tell somebody who is in their last year of campus?
Esther.
Yeah. No, Vinny.
Sasa I'm taking the wind
Imagine
up.
Kiki has started this whole episode.
Sasa ladies first. Nyinyi mnasema hapa ladies first.
Unajifanya gentleman. Malizia. Tunajua nataka kuongea.
Guy.
Ani wale wageni. Wanajifanya wataki food. Malizia.
That's unaangalia. That has to be a letter to younger self. Where a person in their last day in high school, in campus rather, number one, the world out here is tough. That is for a fact. Number two, you need to start thinking about life after campus. And that is not even for people in their last year. People in their last year, that is more pressure. Like, hiyo kwanza inafaa kukuwa double the pressure. So you need to already start looking for an exit strategy. Juu sipo tutakuramba huku nje.
Acha nikupatie, unaona bro yangu akifanya form 4. Sasa ndio tunaongeanga like life yake ilikuwa ngaji akiwa high school. Alikuwa ananiambia akiwa form 3 alikuwa shaanza kufikiria ni anaenda kufanya after form 4. Imagine.
Okay, but like you need to juu huku nje life is moving so fast that unafaa ku adjust accordingly and very fast. Another thing is you are in your 4th year, labda wewe ni mtu ama 4th, 5th year ama 6th year. There's so little you can change, yet so much you can change. Sijui kama mnaelewa.
Yeah.
Like it's a short time, but it can be a time that can either make you or break you. But for those people maybe who are still early in their campus life, you have a beautiful life ahead of you that you actually can make the 4 years in campus worth it. You don't just be I say no, statistically kuna statistics kuna kitu outliers, the extremes, and then there's the safe middle line. Sometimes if you want to go far, be in the middle, but if you want to go farthest, go outliers, like those people who go against all odds to be in that particular space. But that comes with a lot of sacrifice, that comes with a lot of dedication. If that is your space, then go. Pia usiji pressure to go for something that you know you do not have the perseverance to actually persevere for that long, because life will test you to your limits.
Okay.
But you one thing you should know is that you will always have the grace to actually finish that. Like they say, God doesn't give you temptations that he knows you can't beat. He gives you according to your capacity, to your size, according to your capacity. And what more can I say? Be more than just a statistic in campus. Don't be just those people who, like, you know, we usually get to hear 50,000 finish campus every year. Only 25%, which is like 13,500, get jobs. And then the 37K are just out here. So don't be part of that statistic. You can actually decide to be part of the change that you would want
to see. Hivyo na kitu anamalizanga.
Okay, to anyone in their final year of campus, of college, brace up. It's about to get tougher. Like that's
wesa.
It's wesa.
Kuisema in black and white.
Yes, it's about to get tough. Just be ready to be tougher than you are now. Again, just a few things in summary: create connections. Number 2, if you can start saving up now, hiyo pesa kidogo you're making from help, from the small gigs you're doing in school, save up. Just save up for that rainy day that you are guaranteed is about to come. Number 3, don't be afraid to beg for jobs. Don't be afraid to look for jobs. Don't be afraid to talk to people. Literally face anyone and tell them, I need a job. Do you mind employing me for this? Even though it's just a small role or something like that. And finally, all the best. Welcome to this side of the world. What you need to know is that life after campus, you start a whole new life. It's like something different. Since you were born up to now, it's been you in school. Now after this, it's like you're starting phase 2 of life outside school. Wengine wenu wazazi watawaachilia, wengine wenu will become parents, spouses and all those things. So yeah, all the best.
All the best. I'm gonna tell you all the best, guys.
All the best.
Yeah, all
for
the
sake
best.
of the audience. Uko na mood.
Speak for yourself.
Speak for yourself.
Speak for yourself.
Please do not turn it on me. For the sake of the audience, there are probably people who've been impressed by your thinking skills.
I
Sasa,
know.
mtu anauliza kidogo, wewe najua kwa podcast
Kiki,
ya Esther Isha wapenangi their annals, but mtu akitaka namba ya Kiki, tafuteni Vero.
Okay. Hey, yo guys, you blow guys. My phone.
Serious guys.
Nipene namba yako.
Before.
No, like mtu akikuja kwa DM. Ina depend.
Ongea inbox.
Yeah.
To consult.
Why? But Kiki, you're so wise. And Vinny, you're intelligent. You're not badly off.
Unajua kuna difference, intelligent and not badly off.
Which is better?
Hey, intelligent is not badly off. Si mbaya, you know.
Yeah.
I also want to thank you, Vero, for giving us this platform. Am I loud enough?
Yeah.
I want to say thank you on behalf of Vincent. Najua angesahau. To you for giving us this platform. Feel free to invite us more and more times. If we get the time, we'll definitely come and share some nuggets.
Yeah, you're welcome, guys.
Maana nikuja na yeye vitu nasahau nani.
Una second too.
Una second ama si sema not na bado kuni compliment but kuni
Let me give you guys a platform to market yourself. Maybe there's something that you do, maybe you can a business. Tell people what you do.
Okay, I don't have a business I can market now, but should you have any survey, anything you need to be done by a surveyor, I'm right here. That is what I can say I can do for now. The rest are a bit complicated. but I can definitely do your topo surveys. Those who know will understand. I can do your topo surveys, I can do leveling, or anything survey related, placement of beacons, all that I can handle.
Wonderful. You do place people. Like, unajua
I place beacons on land. What is it, Vincent? Do you want to be placed to someone?
Hey guys. Anyway, nafaa kuja nini? I told you I'm your to go to guy. What do you need, guys? As long as it's something
you need a job, a connection.
Bora tunahitaji kitu, tunahitaji ni legal in case kutafuta any product, any service you need. Well, did I do an introduction? Nilifanya introduction, but yes.
Unataka kufanya introduction tukimbaji introduce.
Simesema ni market, so labda sikujimarket. If kama mko na tenders zinahitaji kufanywa kazi, I'm here to go to get.
Yeah.
That's how big you're rolling in 2024.
Yeah. You have a feeling that this year will be a big year?
I do not have a feeling. It will be my year.
Sorry.
Manifestation.
Yeah. Otherwise, guys, thank you so much for watching till the end. Do have yourselves a wonderful week, wonderful time. Thank you for the love that you're showing e-podcast. Subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. And Vinny and Kiki, thank you so much for gracing e-podcast and honoring my invitation.
Hey, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Alafu niulize. Kwani ni jua?
Kwa nini?
Jumeiva?